One of the neat things about where I live is we have horsepower restrictions. It's not so neat when you want to buy a big boat, but when you have a small boat, one of the things that really make it neat is the fact that we look at trying to provide performance in a small boat. One of the things I truly believe, and I've got that with the RT178, is I want width. I want width in my boat, and I want to be able to have a boat that's stable, like fishing out of a big boat with a small one. But there's some things from a performance standpoint that you can do when you have horsepower restricted lakes. We happen to have two lakes here right in the general area where I live. One is a 10 horsepower maximum, the other has a 40 horse maximum. So what you do is you try to find, and all of our state lakes are 25, you try to find that happy medium, and this happens to be with a 25. But there's some little things you can do to get more performance out of your boat. First thing is that I decided stainless steel prop was mandatory. There's a couple reasons. Number one, if you hit anything, stainless steel is a little bit more durable. But the second thing is putting a jack plate on this boat. With this RT178, one of the things that's neat about it is the fact that it drafts very, very shallow water. You can go through that. But when you put a stainless steel prop on it, you get a little bit more RPMs and you can go a little bit faster. The RT178 with a 25 horsepower engine on it, Ranger RT178, will run 26 mile an hour. That doesn't sound like a lot when you're used to a big boat, but with the small boats, adding a little bit of performance is really what you're shooting for. The neat thing about this is I gained 3 miles an hour by putting Bob's Machine Shop jack plate on it. It's a hydraulic jack plate. I can raise and lower the motor based on weight. I also set up my boats, when I do those, I set those up and balance them. So I have two, on the passenger side, I always put 2 batteries. On the driver's side, I only put 1, and then the gas tank is centered in the back of the boat, so that gives you balance. So when you're setting still, the boat doesn't tilt to one side where you're setting. The neat thing about the jack plate is you can raise and lower the boat based on how many people you have in the boat. So if you got 2 guys and you're fishing in a full live well, you can raise the motor up a little bit to be able to give yourself the ability to be able to run and have the best performance. So recommend, if you're going to get a boat, get one that's comfortable, get one that you're going to have enough room to fish out of. We just went over to a lake over in Astoria, Illinois, and Jason Seelock and I were in it, and he said, boy, this boat fishes like a big boat. So it's really cool to see that happen. But Bob's Machine Shop jack plate is rated up to a 50 horsepower engine. It's hydraulic, so you can raise and lower it when you want to. Also have trim and tilt on the engine, which makes it so that you can be able to get better performance out of a small boat. Little things can make a big difference when you're talking about performance. That's all you have to do is look at the little things, the weight, the balance, and being able to raise and lower your motor. Also a stainless steel prop. They're huge when you're looking at little bitty boats.